Hello and welcome to another fantastic edition of the Discover Your Asset webinar by Lifestyle Up. For me, it feels so good to be back again, and I feel so delighted because today's edition promises to be very, very awesome. We have a special guest in the house, someone I've got massive respect for, and we'll be talking about the role of leadership in expanding the frontier of your career and of course your business. It's the first week of our Good Life campaign at Lifestyle Up, and I feel so happy and I'm so delighted. Now, where are you watching us from today? Are you watching us from Ghana or from Kenya, from South Africa, from Nigeria, from the Gambia? Okay, just quickly put on the comment bar and share with us where you are watching us from. And of course, for me, I'm so happy, I'm so delighted. It's another fantastic day to be alive. You know, at Lifestyle Up for us, we always say that knowledge must precede wealth, because should wealth precede knowledge, that wealth is at risk. It's another knowledge session we have with you today, where we'll be talking about leadership from another dimension. In less than 30 minutes thereabout, we will bring leadership to life to you. You are going to see leadership in another form entirely, and I'm so delighted that we have one of the best that Africa continent had produced that will be talking to us on how we can expand the frontier of our career and our business using some very simple, basic, but very impactful leadership principle that's been tested, okay, for over 2-3 decades. And I'm so happy that we'll be dropping these principles just on your palms today. And it is now left for you to put those principles to work. Now, you know, earlier I spoke about the Good Life campaign, and you'll be wondering, okay, Abioye, what is the Good Life campaign all about? Now, the Good Life campaign is specially designed for all our registered vision partners, and for you watching us out there that aspire and desire to be one of our vision partners. And the Good Life campaign is specially structured to help you end 2020 strong, because the way you end 2020 will determine how your 2021 will start. Okay, so the Good Life campaign is going to run for about 5 to 7 weeks, whereby every week there's basic activities that are required of you to keep you focused, because you've got to focus on your focus. Okay, because if your focus or your desire is to end 2020 strong, then I would like to invite you to be part of the Good Life campaign. And it's a very fantastic campaign we've developed. And guess what? For those of you that succeed with this campaign, you'll be having a free access, okay, to our upcoming retreat, where we'll be planning 2020 and where we'll be talking about what we did in 2020, what were the lessons of 2020, and how we can make 2021 a more fantastic year at the Echo Hotel. So I would like you, before I introduce our guest for today, I would like you to please watch this very short clip on the Good Life campaign. Thank you so very much, and welcome to the Discover Your Asset webinar by Lifestyle Up. Thank you. 2020 has been a very eventful year. The world has experienced a major disruption we had never experienced ever. And of course, a lot of businesses are dying as a result of the COVID-19. People had lost jobs, because guess what? 2020 has come with a major opportunity for 2021 to becoming a more productive year. I would like to encourage you not to put the crisis to waste and be part of the 2020 Lifestyle Up retreat taking place at the prestigious Echo Hotel in Lagos. 4 nights, all expenses paid access to our retreat, where we create a unique strategy for 2021. Let me say this to you clearly well. 2021 is the year of our productivity, because we've learned all the lessons in 2020 already, where we now see the new ways to doing things, and let's perfect it together at this retreat taking place on the first week of December 2020, and it promises to be very fantastic. And this retreat is open to all Lifestyle Up Vision partners, and for those of us that are aspiring to become one of our vision partners, I just want to encourage everybody to actively take part at the Good Life campaign. So please take this as an official invitation to be part of the Good Life campaign. And I would like you to please watch out on our website, on our social media platform, and of course the company's newsletters on what you need to do to be part of this campaign. It promises to be very exciting. Thank you so very much. All right, welcome back. And I want to encourage you to please contact the very person that invited you to this week's edition of the Discover Your Asset webinar, and to learn on how you can also be part of the Good Life campaign, and you stand a chance to winning some very fantastic gifts at the end of every week. Okay, each week has its own challenge. So once you are able to succeed with that, because for us to succeed in life, there must be milestones. Okay, so there are basic milestones that will be able to help you to develop. Okay, so thank you so very much. Now, straight up to the business of the day. For me, it's a great privilege and pleasure to bring to you a world-famous leadership author, speaker, and trainer. He's a coach to a lot of coaches. He's a mentor to a lot of mentors. He's a leader to a lot of leaders. He has helped a lot of businesses to grow from zero to greatness just by sharing with them basic but very impactful leadership principles. Because the truth at the end of the day is that the level of our leadership will determine our overall success. With a smiling ovation, please welcome to the Discover Your Assets webinar for this week, Mr. Linus Okorie.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Glad to be here.
Yeah. We feel so. It feels so good to have you. We know how busy your schedule is. You know, we've dreamt about this moment. I'm happy we thought about it and we attracted it eventually. Thank you so very much, sir.
Thank you.
I know you have massive experience when it comes to business development and using leadership as a critical tool.
Yes.
So for this edition and for the purpose of those watching us, okay, I would like us to please focus on how the role of leadership in career development, in business development, and of course in personal development.
Okay, very interesting. So let me say it's good to be here with you today. For those of us who are listening, I want you to follow me as powerful as you can. First thing I like to do is to put a definition on the concept of leadership that will interest us all. And that definition will be the one that I have taken from my own mentor, Dr. Miles Monroe, who looked at me in the face and said that leadership is the ability to inspire, motivate a group of people towards a particular direction via inspiration, not intimidation or manipulation. In this concept of definition of leadership, there are 5 critical things that are important that every business leader, every career person must take note of. The first thing first is leadership starts with the individual. Whenever you mention the concept of leadership, it means that somebody must take initiative.
True.
The ability to take initiative is what works in the business context, in the career development context, where somebody says, I am dissatisfied with where I am as a business, as a person, but I need to move to the next level. So an initiative is taken. An idea is given birth to. And when that idea is given birth to, certain initiative is taken to build the idea or to build the business, whatever it is, or an opportunity to develop self. So the person takes that decision because it's important, right? So there must be somebody to take. Without initiative, there's no leadership.
True.
Somebody will have to do something. Somebody will have to say, I am tired of the status quo. I want to create a new status quo. I want to create something new and fresh. The second element is that the person now defines the direction. There's a direction. So you don't just take an initiative for its initiative's sake. You take an initiative to accomplish a task, to accomplish something, to head to a destination, to be able to, I'll become successful if I'm able to do A, B, C, D, E. Over 1 year, over 2 years, over 5 years, over 10 years. So once there's a direction, then you know that, wow, the person has taken care of the vision element in that pursuit. First, there must be where you want to take the business to. In 5 years, where would the business be? Where would my personal, in my own personal career, where do I want to get to in the next 5-10 years? That must always be in view for every leader. So in that definition, it must happen. And then the other one is that you need other people. You can't go there alone.
True.
If any business person or a person who is developing a career finds out that in his journey to accomplish his vision, he needs other people. He cannot, in fact, there's somebody who has your money in his pockets. If you want to bring more investors in your company, there's somebody somewhere who, if you are able to get the message to him or her in a very powerful way, the person will get money out of his pocket and add value to your business. In your personal career, there's somebody who you connect to that will help you, get sharper and better and things like that. So you need other people. You need even people that are going to play various roles in your team. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So no matter how minute that role might be. So in this context, leadership will never happen until other people are with you on that journey. And to be able to get other people to be with you on that journey, so you must be able to build yourself to a point where you're likable. Just people don't invest in your business because you have smart ideas. People don't invest in your business because you're knowledgeable. That's not why people invest in your business.
Powerful.
People first of all invest in your business because they like you. So you're likable. First thing first. So you make yourself lighter to lift. You make yourself, create yourself in a way that people will like you. So which means that you'll be a person of influence.
Yeah.
In becoming somebody of influence, it means that you have been able to define your person. So you're somebody who has a personality of honor. You're honorable in that sense. Which means you're somebody who has been able to define who you are.
Yeah.
You are somebody who has been able to, you're playing the game at your most advantaged position.
Fantastic.
Which means you have allowed the fish to swim and you have allowed the bird to fly in that sense. So you are the center of your calling. In that sense, you're excited. You exercise. There's so much of energy within you, passion, because you love what you do, and because of the way you carry yourself. Basically, people now begin to attribute respect. They just put their respect to you and everything, and then you also build a name of reliability. You're reliable, so people, oh wow, this guy never, once he says something, he does it. So once you have that type of and then there's a caring attitude. So you care about other people. You are emotionally connected to other people. You have emotional intelligence in the sense that you know how to take out of your little and share. With people. When people find out that you care for them, that is not just about you, you're selfless. Those who work for you in the same business feel so. So what it means is that everybody around you begin to feel that, wow, this man cares for us.
Yeah.
And then you when you meet people for the first time, you don't think about yourself. You're thinking what value you can give to them, you can serve them, and all of that. It's that mentality all through that attract people around your space. So once that happens, you have been able to deal with. People will be attracted to you, and then they want to support what you're doing.
Absolutely.
First thing first is that the people connect to you first before they connect into your business ideas.
Sure.
There is nobody who's going to start discussing a business idea with a stranger and you say, oh, let me invest in you. No, people don't do that. First, there's a connection. People are excited to know you. As they get to know you, they realize that you're a person of influence, you're honorable, you're reliable, you're somebody who cares a lot about other people. You become that leader that it lasts.
Yeah.
So what happens is that you become at the center of, and then the other one is that now in this definition, the leader now begins to generate the values that will run the business. So I can't succeed in my business just doing anything. I will succeed in my business because there are core values of things that I've drafted to say it's a culture of my business. We don't cheat in our business. There are specific core values that we have crafted, and everybody who works with us know about it. Then when people come from outside, they connect to our core values. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes,
we want to make money in our business, but we will not make money by all means. So these are key decisions. And then the last element to definition is the price to pay. In order to sustain a business, my brother, you must pay the price. There is a price element that you must pay. People do not just succeed. People go through pain.
True.
They go through, I have just signed in right now into my training, sports training program.
Okay.
Like signing a personal coach whose job is to ensure that I'm fit. I'm going to be traveling a lot more.
Wow.
I'm going to be doing a lot of work, but I need to be fit much more than I am. So I've paid money to be able to get this individual to,
Wow.
So it's like surrendering.
I think I should follow suit.
Absolutely. So I have surrendered my authority to somebody else to be able to do that. And then the person is giving me instruction right now, and I'm like, I can't do this anymore. And the person is like, you must follow through. My system is paining me. The entire system is paining me. No, she's not looking at that. She is urging me on, and I must finish the assignment. I must finish the number of. I must do the exercise. The number. Oh my God! And I'm like, this is paining me, and she doesn't care about that. Because in her own thinking, I must go through pain in order to be able to become.
Absolutely.
To become, I must go through pain, and so that is also how it is in business. Where most of the time the processes you go through is challenging. Sometimes people disappoint you, in the business process. But that leader, there's a leader in you that literally says that I am paying the price because I want to make the work I'm doing successful.
Wow.
And then you keep at it.
Wow.
You not keep at it. You not delay gratification.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So it's a concept of delaying gratification and staying at it and keeping at it and pulling it through until it succeeds. So if it were easy, every other person would have become successful.
Absolutely.
That's the concept. So you don't give up in the process of that. That's the leadership. So in this definition, these are the 5 elements that came out of this definition. Definition. First, the leader takes the initiative. It is your responsibility as a leader to take responsibility and initiative to generate ideas, to generate actions that are critical to drive your business to the next level.
Absolutely.
And then of course, starting the course of the destination. You are the one that will be able to set the agenda, 5-year plan, 10-year plan, 15-year plan, 20-year plan, and things like that. And then create all the timelines necessary to be able to accomplish it. And the next element is you need to work with other people to be able to get it done. Somebody says is lonely at the top, but I don't agree with that concept. It cannot be lonely at the top. If it's lonely at the top, it means that you have not been able to train enough people to carry along to the top. Because if you want to do big things, you can't be lonely there. It's dangerous to be lonely there. You're going to commit suicide.
Absolutely.
So once you're working with other people, the next thing is you're paying the price, and then you have set the core values. I can tell you the truth that as a business leader, you will go far. This is my 25 years. This is my 25 years in this journey. I started at the age of 19, to build the leadership development system in this country and in West African, sub-region. And I've always, followed every single thing I've shared with you. There has been my journey so far, and it has worked in a very outstanding way.
For me, I'm so delighted. When I said at the beginning of this conversation that we have in the house today one of the topmost leadership coaches in Africa, you can see the way it's flowing through you naturally. And for me, it's really pierced through my heart a lot. And I hope everybody watching us right now, you are gaining massive value. And guess what? For me, today is just this very special day. The book, for the first time ever in the history of the Discover Your Assets webinar, the book will be given away today. We have the author right in the house. And guess what? The book is specially autographed already by Mr. Linus Okorie. He has said so much already. Okay, and I would like to ask the question for the week. Okay, from all he has said. Okay, because I was even confused at the point that I was wondering, okay, which of these statements should I throw out there? Now, he said something that people connect to you first before they connect to your what. And I just want to make this as simple as possible. Okay, people connect to you first before they connect to what. So give me that word, and guess what? I feel so generous today. Okay, so the first 2 correct answers, we are going to give you this book, at absolute no cost to you. We are going to send this book to your doorstep. I encourage you to read this book. It's called The Footprint. Okay, it's called The Footprint. I've gone through the book myself. I couldn't sleep for like 3 hours after reading through this book, because based on what I do, leadership skills is very key. And this book will show you how to become a better leader and how to leave the right footprint, so that, like he rightly said, it is dangerous to be lonely at the top. Okay, so right away, I would like you to give us the fastest correct answers to the question. I would quickly like to do a quick summary of what Mr. Linus just shared with us, and before we now move to another section. He said a leader must take initiative. Okay, that is number one. A leader must chart the course. That is number two. A leader must learn to work with people. Like he said, it is disastrous to say that it is lonely at the top. So you must learn to winning with people. Emotional intelligence is very key. A leader must be ready to pay the price. Success is never on sales. You've got to pay the full price. And I want to encourage every one of you to please commit to paying the price. Okay? Then, of course, finally, number 5, a leader must state the value. Okay, your organization must be based on certain values. Like at Lifestyle Hub, we have our values, and we every day, every day we live by those values of us at Lifestyle Hub. As a matter of fact, I would like you to watch this very short video on the values of Lifestyle Hub.
I am fair. I believe in equity. Integrity is my watchword. I am honest. I am effective. I work hard and smart. I practice reflective thinking. I believe in human dignity and worth. Excellence is my number one principle. I believe in the spirit of service. I am patient. I am tenacious. I persevere. I nurture. I am caring. I am punctual. I am super courageous. I encourage. I am a leader. I love feedback. I learn every day. I am creative and innovative. I am a futurist. I live by the can-do attitude that recognizes boundless potentials for greatness. I am Lifestyle Hub.
All right, welcome back. Now, before Mr. Linus Okorie wrap up with some very powerful concepts that I really want every one of us to take home with, I would like to talk to you about some unique value Lifestyle Hub is bringing to the housing space of Africa. Like some of you know already, okay, that for us at Lifestyle Hub, we make luxury affordable and accessible, specially designed for Africans in Africa and Africans in the diaspora. I would like you to check out this very unique community called the Extra Luxury by Lifestyle Hub. Awesome. You know, for me, I'm so excited. You know why? Because we are delivering the first keys to the first qualifiers by first week of November 2020. Okay, so and let me quickly show you how you too can own one of those keys to those fantastic 4-bedroom terrace duplex apartment with your own private rooftop swimming pool. Okay, now we have 4 packages under the extra luxury program. Number 1 is what we call the Big League package. Okay, the Big League package varies between $138,000 to $250,000 depending on location. Like in Nigeria, it's between 50 million to about 85 million naira. In exactly 8 months, your keys are delivered to you. We have a contract with you, and that contract is protected by 20% performance bond. That is the Big League package. Then we have the Elite VVIP package, whereby you subscribe with the sum of $38,000. You recommend 4 of your friends. You earn 5% on each of them. Voila, you qualify for that apartment. So it's a unique leverage system. Then another unique leverage system is the VVIP package, whereby you subscribe with the sum of $8,400. You recommend 4 of your friends. You earn 5% commission on each of them. And those 4 friends recommend their 4 each, making 16, as you can clearly see on the screen. The day the 16th man signed up, you earn a leadership bonus of $8,400. Your capital is back, and you qualify for your apartment. In 90 days, your keys are delivered to you. Then we have the last leverage-based package, which is a VIP package, whereby you subscribe with the sum of $4,200. You recommend 3 of your friends. Okay, you earn 10% commission on each of them. Then those 3 friends of yours recommend their 3 each. Is a power of 3, making 9. The day the 9th man signed up, you earn a leadership bonus of $4,200. And of course, finally, those 9 recommend 3 each, making 27. Then you qualify for your apartment. So the value you derive from these 4 packages lies in the fact that what you lack in cash, you simply make it up in numbers. How do you explain that with $4,200 you can own an apartment? Okay, it's a unique disruptive model we've created, and I want to encourage you to be part of this model. There are other values built into these packages, and I will encourage you to please contact our vision partners that invited you today so that they can expose you to multiple of those values. Okay. Now, before I get Mr. Linus Okore to help us wrap up today's knowledge session, I would like you to check out this second community I'm inviting you to invest in and be part and own one of it. It's a unique community that simply helps you to own some vertical construction, okay, across Africa, where you can live with your family, or you can even turn into a short stay apartment and generate daily income. Check out the Solid Refuge by Lifestyle Up. Okay, now I can see that we have a winner already. Okay, now before I announce the correct answer and we announce our winner for today's edition, let me quickly show you four ways to owning one of those apartments you just saw under the Solid Refuge. Number one is what we call the Big Haven, where you subscribe with the sum of $90,000 to $120,000 US. Okay, in 18 months, your keys are delivered to you. We have a contract with you. That contract is protected by 20% performance bond. Then we have Haven 3.0, whereby you subscribe with the sum of $19,256. You recommend 4 of your friends that made the same subscription. Voila, you qualify for one of those flat apartments. Okay, then we have Haven 2.0, whereby you subscribe with the sum of $4,621 US. You recommend 4 of your friends. You earn 5% on each of them. Then those 4 friends recommend their 4 each, making 16. Then you qualify for your apartment. Then finally, we have Haven 1.0, whereby you subscribe with the sum of $2,310. You recommend 3 of your friends. Your 3 recommend their 3. And those 9 recommend 3, making 27 your 3rd generation. Then voila, you qualify for your apartment. Just like the extra luxury program, what you lack in cash, you make it up in numbers, whereby you don't need to spend so much money again. Money, trust me right now, money with Lifestyle Up, money is no longer your problem. Money is not what is stopping you from owning your real estate. Okay, right now, what you need is a knowledge of leverage. And I'm inviting you to be part of this knowledge community we are building at Lifestyle Up. And of course, you'll be so surprised. At the end of the day, you will not just own real estate, you will have built an empire for yourself, all backed and protected by the knowledge system we've created at Lifestyle Up. Now, before we run away, before I allow Mr. Linus to run, because I know he's got a flight to catch in a few hours from now, there are different businesses out there. And there are different business leaders out there. And right today, I'm sure we have a lot of young entrepreneurs aspiring to be great. Okay, I would just like you to please just give like an advisory. Okay, you know, in addition to all you've said already, on how they can take their business from 0 to hero, and how they can take their career. I always say that your career is your business, because you've got to have the mindset of an entrepreneur. So, by way of summary, sir, okay, I would like you to give us a practical tip on how a young entrepreneur can succeed by applying these 5 principles you've shared already.
Okay, so so if you're listening to me today and you're a business owner and you want to build your business in a way that is unimaginable, so I'm going to share with you the cash principle. The cash principle is CASH. You know, if you want CASH in your pocket to be able to do business, then you need to be able to learn the KASH principle. And the first alphabet there, K, represent knowledge. The truth of the matter is that, you know, there's nobody who would want to go into the business terrain without first of all establishing in your fingertips the industry that you're playing in. Have you understood the industry you're playing in the bigger picture? Before you even understand the business you're doing, first the industry. You know, the industry must be in your fingertips. Who are the top guys that you want to either emulate or take out of business? In that sense, you know, there must be the high flyers, you know, your business. You must understand these big businesses, what has kept them, what are the challenges they are facing in the first place. So your knowledge about these businesses is the way to go. Then you roll back and begin to say, you know what type of product or service do you want to be able to at least, you know, pursue? If the first top 1, 2, 3, the first top 3 business products or services, once you identify them, you know, at this point in time, then you must begin to now study what makes those products and services, you know, work differently. And then in terms of the human beings around the particular space, what are the types of things that those human beings are attracted, you know, about those products or services in that sense. So the knowledge of the workings of your industry, the knowledge of the workings of the product and services. I've met with a lot of people who share with me about a product, and I just ask one question about the workings of the product, and they can't answer it. and they're already in the marketplace. How do you get into the marketplace without, first of all, sitting like the hen, sitting on the egg? Takes 21 days for that to mature. Every business idea must mature. Before you rush into the marketplace. It must be in your fingertips. It must be everywhere around you. Your mind must answer the questions that the people who are going to be, your customers in the future would ask. You must answer the questions right now. Let somebody be your devil's advocate in that sense. So at the end of the day, you have everything in your fingertips, the workings, the value proposition of that business or that product or service. It must be critical. So that's where I would normally say that that knowledge is very, very key, because leadership flows to the one who knows. When you know your business and you understand it, and you come into the marketplace with confidence, people will usually identify with what you're doing. So the confidence will transmit into the success of what you're selling. The second one would be, the attitude around it. Most of the time, people must understand the attitude around it. You must act like you've arrived, honestly speaking, in the business. Your mind must act like you have arrived. Don't come into the marketplace beggarly. One of the things I realize that, especially young bankers, who are marketers, or you see a lot of people who market real estate or market all types of things. So they come in with a beggarly mentality. So the beggarly mentality doesn't even focus on the value that is being created. It's focused on, please, I want you to buy, so that I can remain, in business. That's not. People cannot be emotionally blackmailed. Literally, what you're talking about, if there's any extra value that you're creating, your attitude must be, what I'm bringing to the market table will blow your mind away. You know what I mean? It's something that when you buy it, the value is A, B, C, D, E. So the other one is the attitude of winning. The attitude of winning means that, because business is not an easy thing. Sometimes there are expectations that will fail you, And so when it happens to you, do not go down in your mindset. Let your mindset always remain stable. And so you protect your mind from threats. There are a lot of things that will scare you to death as a business person. You have to ensure that, you don't allow those type of things happen to you. Like right now, during the COVID era, you see a lot of people are saying, we're broke as a country, nobody's buying, all of those things. That's not true. As I'm talking to you today, there are people who are buying very high-end products right now, luxury products right now. People are building houses, buying cars. What am I talking about? So you won't allow that to enter into your mind. So have a mindset that is a winning mindset. You know what I mean? And then, the one thing that is critical is that I want you to build a mindset that is reliable. People can rely on you when you say a word, make a commitment, and those commitments work. When you say you're going to do something, when you say I'm going to deliver this to you on Thursday, by Thursday people receive it. Do you get what I'm talking about? Absolutely. You never overpromise as a business leader. Always say the things that you must get done. That's the attitude side of it. The next one is skill. To be very honest, every business person must have one skill around your business. So a lot of people are into real estate right now, right? What is that skill that comes alive in the type of real estate that you're presenting? There's a particular skill that nobody else, the guys who work for you as an entity, they have captured that. Let it be maybe the way to design a swimming pool. Somebody has designed, brought the skill to design a swimming pool on top of your building, like your own, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
You have your building right now, and I hear that you have swimming pool
on the second
floor.
With a 10 years non-leakage warranty.
Do you understand what I'm talking about? Now imagine the skills that come around putting that together. And now you have even designed in such a way that you own it. It's on the second floor. It's not on the top floor like most would be. It's not on the ground floor like most would be. It's your own personal design. A lot of skills, brought that to be. Every business must have something that somebody will say, wow, what quality skill has been put in this to be able to get this product to this stage. There must be something. One, not two. Once you're able to do that, I can tell you can go further. A last element is the habit. Is a habit. So you now have success habits. For instance, when do you wake up from sleep? For instance, if a person does not have a purpose to waking up, sleeping becomes interesting.
Interesting, yeah. One of your famous quotes.
Yes.
Please, can you rephrase that again,
If
sir?
a man does not have a purpose for waking up, sleeping becomes interesting.
Yeah.
You must design the what you do with your 24 hours. Your 24 hours, there must be a design, practical design every day, something that becomes a habit. You must wake up at a particular time.
Yeah.
You must reflect on a particular time in the day. You must allocate specific number of time to do specific things.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, in one day, I can do 5 things, 6 things, whatever it is.
Yeah.
But when you build a habit around those things, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then it becomes part of you.
Yep.
Once it becomes part of you, it becomes success habits. Which means if you're somebody who is always asking questions, it's a habit. When you meet greatness, you don't talk about yourself. You ask questions. It is a habit. Once it becomes a habit, guess what? You have a habit of buying lunch or dinner for mentors. That's a habit. Instead of expecting that they buy for you. Do you get what I'm talking about? So by the time you know what is happening, you have built successful habits over time.
Wow.
And once you build successful habits over time, then you build a culture of successful habits. And it transmitted to members of your team. And everybody in that team they have a culture that is working.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
So you walk into this organization, like for instance, in my organization, the word impossible
Doesn't exist.
doesn't exist. Any staff that uses the word impossible, I'm like, are you here? Do you belong to this organization? I need to now take the person aside to do some questioning, to know what has happened. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So that's the habit for me that I've created over time. In my mind, is 100% possible. Anything is possible in this mind. There is nothing. It's a state of mind that I've created. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Even when there's no money in the pocket, it doesn't affect my mood.
Fantastic.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
So every business person must think that way. So you must remain sane. You must remain sane for ideas to flow at every point in time.
Wow.
But the moment you are affected by, okay, there's no money in my pocket, and then your mood changes. Do you get what I mean? So once that happens, you become inconsistent.
Absolutely.
Do you get what I mean? But if you have a habit of everything is possible, it becomes your culture. It becomes your system. At the end of the day, trust me, you can build systems and businesses that will be sustainable.
Absolutely.
That will live beyond you.
Absolutely.
And at the end of the day, you'll be like wondering, how did this happen? This is the cash principle.
Wow.
It works anytime, any day.
Powerful. The cash principle. So much takeaway in this very short episode of Discover Your Assets webinar with Mr. Linus Okorie. I know he's got to run right now, and we must really thank you so very much for being part of our edition today. We can't wait to have you back with another very powerful topic. Now, before you run, I know at Gottney International, you've got some very fantastic trainees. I've been part of one of those trainings before. It was mind-blowing, and I would just want us to talk very briefly on the next edition. What do we have coming up? This is October already.
So this October, I think we have about 4 courses this October. Number 1, I think we have Managers Leadership Program for managers. We have Leadership Masterclass. The Leadership Masterclass, we just finished one on Wednesday. It was unbelievable, fantastic for top executives and support system leaders in business, in government, and in all types of institutions. And we have faculty around the world, from around the world.
Absolutely.
And then we have the public speaking course, speaking with power and influence.
Yeah.
The truth of the matter is that, remember I said, when people meet you for the first time, they either have a choice to connect with you or move on. So, but when you speak with power and influence, what happens is that you have the capacity to be able to sell yourself and people buy into you and they do business with you. So Speaking Power and Influence is one of the programs we offer. We have about 25 programs at the center, and by the special grace of God, it's going to be one of the most important things that has happened to this country.
Absolutely. I've been to the center myself, and I want to encourage everyone of those of us watching us, if you're in Abuja, you should pay Goatney a visit. You know, just contact us at Lifestyle Lab. We'll share details with you. And for those of you that would like to be on the training for this October, send us an email to lifestyleassetHub@gmail.com. Then, of course, we'll be more than happy to sharing those details with you. Now, finally, I would like you to drop your social media handle, because there are a lot of people out there. They just want to follow you on social media. They just want to see your posts. They want to be inspired by the things you post.
Okay, good. So my Instagram, you know, it's _ Linus Okorie. That's it. Follow me on Instagram, and then on my Twitter, you know, it's at Linus Okorie 1.
Okay.
You know, specifically on Facebook, Linus Okorie. Simply Linus Okorie. And then, you know, LinkedIn, the same thing, Linus Okorie. So you can follow me on all of those platforms. And then from time to time, you know, I come on with live videos and different things that can inspire you.
Fantastic. Thank you so very much. Thank you.
Well done.
Thank you, sir. All right. Now, midway into today's conversation with Mr. Linus Okorie, I asked a question, okay? And it was from the statement he made, that people connect to you first before they connect to your what? I was looking for a word, and the word I'm looking for is business or business idea. People connect to you first before they connect to your business or business idea. So the first two persons that dropped business or business idea will be Smiling Home. Okay, so with this fantastic book by Mr. Linus Okorie, The Footprint. Okay, it's a very good book. I really want to encourage every one of you to please go to the book centers, or you contact us at Lifestyle Hub. Then we can direct you to Goatney, and of course on how you can get your copy. You know, leaders are readers. If you don't read, you get expired. Okay, and I don't want it to be expired. Okay, I want it to be green every time. Don't ever aspire to be ripe. Always aspire to be green. Always strive for knowledge every day. So our team, they've already dropped the name of the correct, the people that gave us the first two correct answers, and I say congratulations to you. So I want to encourage you to please send your details to lifestyleassetHub@gmail.com. Then our team will contact you right away. All we need is your address, then we'll courier it to you at absolute no cost to you. Now that brings us to the end of our conversation today, and of course I'm so delighted, and we are so grateful that we could get Mr. Linus Okorie to be at our corporate headquarters to share those time-tested leadership principles. Like I said some time ago, let's make the Discover Your Assets webinar a culture. Okay, I want to encourage you to please invite your friends. Okay, invite your friends to be part of the next edition. And for those of us that joined us pretty late this week, please try and watch the replay on our channel, YouTube channel. Please watch a replay of it, and please, when you watch it, if it makes sense to you, please share with your friends. And I also want to make an appeal that before you log out for this week, kindly subscribe. Okay, kindly just click the subscribe button. Encourage us by clicking the subscribe button, and of course, and we'll be very grateful to you for doing that. Okay, remember, it's a unique community that we are building, and I'm inviting you. If you are not a vision partner yet, okay, there is nothing stopping you. You are losing money by not being a vision partner, because this vision is specially designed for every one of us to co-owning the vision together. So please contact your friend and up in and become a vision partner. If you don't have the money for the subscription and something you really want to do, then give our 14 days free trial. Okay, enter our 14-day free trial. Hopefully, before the end of that 14 days, you will have been able to model the money to get started. Remember, positioning is everything, because our system is very dynamic. So the earlier you register your name on that system, the higher your chances of getting massive support that could help you qualify for your apartment faster than you ever imagined. So for me, I'm so delighted Please opt in also into the Good Life campaign, learn on how to be part or to be on that campaign, and it promises to be a fantastic end of the year for us all at Lifestyle Up. Okay, so thank you, and we look forward to having you again at the next edition of the Discover Your Asset webinar. My name is Abioye Oke, and I'm the CEO of Lifestyle Asset Up Limited. Thank you.